entered the Plumbing Business Success Zone, teaching entrepreneurs the business of plumbing. This is Potty Talk Live, recorded live on Facebook every week. Type 5 in the comments to subscribe to the show. And now your host, Richard Behney, the $1 Million Plumber.
Hey, plumbing pros. Welcome to the 178th episode of Potty Talk Live. Hey, and warning, you are entering the Plumbing Business Success Zone. Also, today, for sure, no snowflake zone. All right, we're going to be coming at you. Hey, what's going on with Texas? We're going to be talking
something.
What's up with Texas? All right, with all the hubbub that's going on down there. The lovely Laura is joining me as well.
Hey, baby.
She's off camera here. Hey, baby, how you doing?
Doing
Good
great.
to
How
see
you
ya.
doing?
Hey, you're wearing Texas colors here. We got the
am.
Texas flag here flying behind us.
Yep.
Looking beautiful. All
It's
right.
a beautiful flag. The
It's
Lone Star State.
The Lone Star State. In fact, it's known as the Republic of Texas.
If you
All
are
right?
in
There's
Texas,
there's
let us know.
All right. Hey,
Get
yeah.
the
If you're
little
watching,
Texas flag
watching
out
from
or
Texas
something.
here, hey, if you're watching anyways, type live in the comments. If you're watching live, if you're watching the replay, type replay. And if you're listening to the podcast, you know what to do. Just keep on listening. Glad to have you here. But we're going to be talking about what's going on in Texas.
Gotta
All
love
right,
Texas, right?
with the plumbing code and licensing or whatever. What's all up with that here? And so
What's
we
up
have a
with
conversation. There seems to be a lot of concern. Okay, all right.
A lot of concern going
least,
on. Yeah, we got a few people tuning in from Texas, San Antonio, and Dallas.
All right. Well, welcome.
We love Texas. We have considered moving to Texas before, just because it is a.
It is the Republic
It
of
is the
Texas.
Republic of
All
Texas.
right, and Texas just made they do their own thing here. They kind of and they just did their own thing.
They did it.
All right, Republic meaning they kind of see themselves as their own people. All
Right.
right,
As a free people.
Yeah, as a free people. So we love our Texans, and
We do.
yeah, we did consider. That's one place we consider moving.
But it's so hot.
It is hot. I don't know how you guys work out there, you know, in the heat like that. But hey, it's good to have you. How you guys doing? Let us know.
Yeah.
Say hi here. Yeah, we got Dallas, Chris, watching from Dallas here.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Welcome.
All right.
Okay, now Patrick out of Works Plumbing is saying there's no sound, but some people I think are saying there's sound. So I'm not sure exactly
we
what's
have-
going on.
Sorry, what's going
'Cause
on
we're
here?
showing sound. We're showing lots of sound. There is no sound.
There's no okay.
We're cold. Okay, this is a little strange. Some people have sound and some people do not.
Okay. Well,
So that's a weird thing.
I guess the demons had it because we're going to be talking straight here. Okay, the demons don't want to hear, want us to be
Something.
talking about this.
Yeah.
Okay, but hey, we're just going to get right to it. We want to talk about what's going on in Texas. I know, in the groups, and there's a lot of concern, a lot of I know a lot of words going back and forth. And I just thought we'd come at Potty Talk Live. We're here about Potty Talk Live talking the business of plumbing. And so we thought, hey, this is going on in the business of plumbing world. Let's talk about it, okay? At least give I'm going to give you our 2 cents worth here, okay?
Two whole cents?
2 cents, but maybe probably wind up going into a nickel. Hey, thanks, Chris, for letting us know you can hear.
Christy can hear us.
And glad to have you here. All right,
Maybe
Christy.
it's just the people in Texas that can hear us.
Yeah, as long as the people in Texas, we want to make sure you can hear, and also you can give your 2 cents and your comments here,
Yeah.
okay? And I'm just going to come. Look, we always talk about since the beginning here about talking straight here, okay? And I guess as I get ready to tell you what I think what all the Texas stuff means with the licensing. I guess part of it you got to realize where I come from, okay? And so first of all, I do want to say, because the haters will come out, look, I'm a master plumber, and I'm freaking proud to be a master plumber.
You've never touched a pipe in your life. That's what someone said the other day.
Yeah, I tell you where to. I'll show you some pipes here.
Nice.
Come right at you anytime you want to meet up. That's my
Good
plumber
one,
coming
honey.
out of me. I never look when I was a little kid, and you're lying if you're telling me that you did when you were 5 years old that you dreamed of becoming a plumber. None of us dreamed of becoming a plumber. I mean, we just didn't. Okay, it was football, basketball. I remember playing. I grew up in my elementary years in Florida, and that's when the Dolphins 72 season. I was there. I was in 72 season. I was a second grader. Right. And
Hey, Jenny in New York says she can hear us. New York City.
New York City.
What's that from? I wonder if anybody remembers where
Piconte,
that's
right.
from. The the commercial.
There's a salsa.
Oh, see, you just gave it
Oh,
away.
okay, well, anyways. But hey, I was Mercury Morris.
You were who?
I was Mercury Morris. I was
Who's
a
that?
football. I was going to be Mercury Morris.
Oh.
Okay.
Is he famous?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Running back for the Dolphins
Sorry,
back in the day.
I don't know.
Okay. And he had some,
I know
life
who's your
got in the
basketball.
way
Let's
on
talk
him.
about
He made
Bobby
some life
Knight.
issues, yeah. Anyways, and so I never dreamed of becoming a plumber, but plumbing wound up being in plumbing, and it wound up being very, very, it's good for me. I mean, I'm proud to be a plumber. Is what I'm saying. I'm a master plumber. Okay. All right. I'm a master plumber. Started cleaning, septic, commercial septic tanks. Okay. And worked my way up to, a journeyman. I've been a journeyman plumber for over 30 years, master plumber for at least 20, okay? And so I'm proud to be a plumber, and I'm proud of this industry. And it's the reason why, that we do this is to raise our industry up, okay?
Right.
So I'm proud to be a plumber. I want to get that straight, okay?
Got it.
So part of where I'm looking at this is proud as a proud master plumber. Okay, a free master plumber, by the way, a proud master plumber. Okay. Also, I look at it from where my upbringing. Okay, where I come from. I was born a poor.
You were born
I was born a poor
something.
boy. Broken home. My dad raised me. We grew up with nothing. I started working when I was 7. Bought my own clothes. So that's where. So I come from. That's where I come from. Okay. Joined the service, joined the Navy.
You did. Thank you for your service.
Not just a job, but an adventure. An adventure, all right. But no, it was good. It was good for me.
Hey, CF is watching. Hey, CF.
And CF, and another Navy man there.
He's a Navy man. That
but
boy right
joined
there.
the Navy, okay. And got out of the Navy. Didn't really have any direction, and wound up being hired on. With a plumbing company, and it wanted to be the best plumbing company in Dayton, Ohio. That was where I lived then. Now, okay?
Dayton, Ohio.
Dayton, Ohio. Okay, and great man, large company. Grew it. I don't think he finished high school. So a good old boy that did well. And just but he got me trained, and that's where I became learned the business and became a journeyman as well, and learned plumbing. Okay. Yep. So we just kind of fell into it, like a lot of guys I talk to all over the world. It just fell into plumbing, and it wanted to be very, very good.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, Misty.
Hey, Misty.
Good to see you. Misty from Texas, another Texan.
And so we started just like a lot. We talk with our clients and others here that are watching here. I did very well and decided, hey, I can do this on my own. Decided to try to start my own plumbing business.
You said, baby, I got an idea.
I did. I came out of the shower, baby, I got an idea. Not what you're thinking, all right? And not just
that
plumbing.
time anyway.
There's water, And so we jumped in like a lot of people do, and made all the mistakes, got trapped in doing building, new construction and commercial, finally discovered the way to go was residential service, learned about the business, that kind of stuff, but bringing on a mentor, learn the business side of things. That's why the reason I do what I do here.
Right.
And we wound up doing very well, okay? And
plumbing been very, very good to us.
Been very, very good, okay? So that's what I love. I love plumbing. I love the plumbing industry, okay? Along the lines there, so that's part of why we're doing. I am looking here. I keep looking over Laura. I'm talking over here. I'm looking here and back and forth, okay? And
Chris is loving your Johnny Cash shirt, Richard.
there we go, like that, like that. Man in
Johnny
Black,
Cash.
okay?
Man in Black.
There's a little bit of background. It's a redneck in me, okay? It's a little bit of redneck in me. So,
hey, you know what? Thais has a great question. Thais says, did you go on your own right after you got the idea, or did you just hold on to the idea for a bit?
No, I'm a jumper.
I was going to say, I think we waited 5 minutes.
Which, see, the problem with that is, and that kind of leads to what we're kind of be talking about here, is that you get to thinking about it. Everything in society says don't.
Right.
No, stay in line. All right, stay in line over here. Stay
everybody
with
in
whatever,
society, everybody,
okay?
all your friends.
Right. Stay in line. Okay. Stay with the sheeple. Okay. So if you think about it too much, it'll talk you out of it.
Yep.
You got to jump and just jump. You got to jump in the water. Okay. And that's what we did.
That'd be a good question for a lot of the CEOs that we've got out there. If they kind of waited a little bit, or they just plow forward and get it done.
Brothers and sisters, just jump. You got to jump. Okay. Everyone around you in society is going to talk you out of it. And that's part of what this is all about too, okay?
Right. Yep.
And so not to go off the deep end too much on that, but along the lines, within there, so there's a political bent here. Not going to talk politics, but along the line here, I don't know if everyone remembers a little thing called the Tea Party movement, but the lovely Laura and I happen to be the original founders, members of the Tea Party. We were
in Indiana?
Well, we found it in Indiana, but we were at the first Tea Party event.
We were at the very first
The very
Tea Party.
we were the first.
And that wasn't the
participants.
Boston Tea Party in 1770.
We're not that old.
Something,
Okay,
but yeah.
but we got caught. We got caught up in that, and through all that, we wound up running for United States Senate. All right, for Indiana, and so we got to see behind the curtain, so to speak.
You did.
So coming from this, when I kind of look at what we're going to talk about here, and what's going on in Texas. I'm proud of being a master plumber. I have a life experience of having to take care of myself and getting things done and coming up through the system.
Right.
And I have political experience. I got to see behind the curtain, okay? And
What about that silver spoon you were born with?
Yeah, I haven't found that silver spoon yet. I mean, I've seen it places. We've been very blessed through plumbing and having our own plumbing business that we've been able to eat at places that have silver spoons, okay? That's how good plumbing can be when you work for yourself and think for yourself, okay? And have your own plumbing business and have the right, that kind of a thing, okay? So yeah, but I haven't experienced that yet.
You do. Chris has got a good comment. Chris Copeland says, "I put my boots on and bought a truck. My wife handled the rest."
There we go, Chris. All right.
Oh, that's okay. I know there's a lot of PPCs out there that can totally relate to that.
There we
Us
go.
girls just kind of hang on and try to get things organized.
But I put my boots on, bought a truck, and the wife took care of the rest.
I love it.
Hey, and that's freedom, brother.
That's right.
I mean, right there, that's
you,
how
Chris.
it's done. Okay. So with that life experience, that's where I'm coming at this. Okay. So I want to try. There's a lot of emotion going on around all this.
Right.
But here's how I look at what's happening here in Texas. Okay. In my opinion on it. Okay. I see it as a huge, great opportunity. I see it as a great thing. Okay.
That's a great opportunity.
It's a great opportunity. First of all, less regulation. Less regulation means more freedom. Okay? Less regulation means more freedom, period. And quite frankly, that's what I'm all about. Okay? That's what Potty Talk Live is all about. That's what the $1 Million Plumber brand is all about. That's what I work with, with our clients and with the Success Academy. All part of that is teaching the business of plumbing.
Right.
Okay, the business. But that's creating freedom for you, okay, a lifestyle for you, so that you can create your own lifestyle.
Whatever
okay?
you want, whatever lifestyle that is, right?
Whatever you want.
Right.
Right, okay?
Yours.
Through less regulation. Now, it just comes from, I'm 55 years old, and I just gave you some, little synopsis of my life and the stuff we've been involved in. That's what I've learned. Less regulation means more freedom.
Right.
More freedom is good, okay? Now, I realize not everyone gets that. When our country was founded, a third of the people knew that they were free. We're free. We are free people. Okay? Another third said, no, we belong to the crown. No, we're subjects to the crown. And then another third were like, oh, well, I know, I'm making candles. I don't know about you, but I just make good candles.
Just leave me
okay?
alone.
So they were just a little, they didn't really know one way or the other. Okay? Today, you'll see that 45% of our country, and I'm talking about here in the U.S., 45% believe they're free. Well, we're free. I don't want a bunch of stuff. Don't tell me what to do.
Right.
Okay. Another 45%.
Like Texans.
Right. Like a lot of Texans. Okay. Another 45% says, nope, I need government. Government needs to make sure that my life is safe and everything can be whatever. And then the other 10% is, I just want cable. Whatever. Give me my games. I'm just along for the ride. Okay. So depending, I'm in the camp. I'm in the 45% camp. I know I'm a
The
free
first
man.
45.
Okay, and so I'm not saying anything wrong with the others, but I'm just saying where my opinion's coming from.
It's just
so
different.
I know that less regulation means that I have more freedom to create more jobs, and that's exactly where everything that I've read with what the Texas is doing, and that's one of the big issues is creating the opportunity to create more jobs. It provides the opportunity to hire more plumbers, okay, to be able to train more plumbers, to get more people into the plumbing industry, okay, instead of having it being regulated by the state. Now,
Yes.
That being said,
Okay.
that's the state, which is a great surprise. I mean, I'm surprised usually because when you regulate something, you're regulating something for two reasons. Control,
boss man.
okay? You're regulating for control and for money. All laws and regulations are done for two reasons. Control the people, control the masses, and money, period. Control, money, okay? So when you see something, a state, that's why you don't see, once things become taxed, you don't see them give up the tax, okay?
No way.
The government just doesn't, that's their sales. I mean, that's how they make money, okay? And it is there's people with all the jobs and all that.
Right.
So to have Texas say, we're just not going to we're going to get rid of a department. Like that's kind of a
Yeah, it's
that's a unique thing.
Right.
Now, if you look closely, what they're going to do, the best regulation, by the way, is when it's closer to the people. So they're throwing it down to the municipalities. So it's still regulated. It's still going to be regulated, okay? It's just at a municipal level, okay, down in the towns and the little cities, okay? So the pros and cons of that, that's a good thing because it's closer to the people. Now, it can be a little uncomfortable as plumbers, as plumbing business owners, is because they're going to have, you have different communities that can have, different regulations. Like here in our community here, in Hamilton County.
Yes.
You can get control. Hamilton County, only a certain amount of companies can do digging. So I could, Attaboy Plumbing could never get in because I wasn't paying the right guys off. Okay, like it happened. So it can happen even on a smaller scale, but it doesn't keep me out of the other counties. You see what I'm saying? All right, so there we go. What was the comment? Someone put down
sorry,
Johnny.
One of the Cisneros brothers, Johnny Cash, believed in freedom.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did.
All right. Yes, he did, brother. Okay.
Freedom.
And again, regulation, more freedom. Regulation does two things: control the masses, which means you may not be the right kind of person, if you know what I'm saying. The right color, from the right family, have the right daddy. All right, and also money. Okay, so less regulation, more freedom. So there we go. All right.
Yep. And you do want it down to the city. You want it as close to the people that are on the board, that are on the council, whatever, that are your neighbors that you can go and talk to,
right?
And
I go next door to John, who's on the council, and say, "What the you doing?" Well, you can't do that. The state, it gets farther away.
Yep.
Okay, and so there. All right. So there's opportunity number one.
Opportunity
number two.
Yes.
I think it's a huge opportunity for our industry. I think PHCC or you Texans, give me some who the Texans can start. Some kind of a training program or whatever, license. You don't need the state to license you. If the state can license you, they can take the license away.
Right.
Okay.
That's always a big one. If the government can give you a freedom, they can also take it away. You got to remember that.
Right. And so I think it's a huge opportunity for our industry to step up. Okay, not the plumbing industry, not a government, okay, but the plumbing industry to step up.
Right.
Okay, so it's a huge opportunity for that, and I think we should be all over that. Even with the marketing, why isn't the plumbing industry educating the consumer on the importance of having a professional, having a professional, something as hey, Mrs. Jones, hey, don't have hubby do the replacing the water heater this weekend. Let them play with the kids. Have fun with the family, and then call a professional on Monday.
Hire a professional.
Here's the opportunity, guys. That's what we should be promoting and taking care of. Okay.
Misty, who is in Texas,
Sarah, please comment on how this will affect the quality of education of plumbers in regards to the safety of the community. All right, is what I'm just saying. We should educate ourselves, or have the industry should be educating it, not depending on the government, or even I'll go as far as a union. We shouldn't have all this in the union hands, okay? Which is still a different entity. It's not the plumbing industry, okay? All right, union's not the plumbing industry. There's an opportunity for the plumbing industry to do the educating, okay? All right. And here on that, there is that concern of, getting that kind of leads to the third point, a licensed professional plumber. There's still licensing. There's still the license, okay? There's still the licensing versus a handyman. And of course, they're going to throw up these fears. Anytime we get into these kinds of things, it's always the fears. Look, for as long as I've been involved in this, there's been handyman, okay? And there's always going to be handyman, okay? In fact, I want to live in a country where there's allowed to be handyman, because as soon as they say you can't be a handyman, then they're going to be coming for you. Well, you can't be a plumber,
right?
Okay, they're going to control it again.
As soon as they give you a freedom, they can take it away.
It still comes down to you, professional plumber, and this is part of who I'm talking to. I'm talking to the pros here. Okay, the rest of that maybe whatever there's hacks. Look, I've been called into 2 court cases as a professional expert, plumbing expert. Okay. To speak against a couple other plumbing companies, okay? Licensed professional plumbing companies who burnt down a house, okay? Not the whole house, but burned something up and flooded, okay? Caused damage. So it happens, okay? I personally know a couple handymen who are better plumbers than a lot of plumbers.
That's a couple of the master ones we hired.
Yes, that I know, okay? And so, look, I get it. I want to protect, and I'm proud to be, again, I'm going to go back to the very first thing. I'm proud to be a master plumber, and I'm proud of my industry, and I'll stand toe-to-toe with any guy who wants to question me on that, okay? It's not about that, but I also want the ability that you can decide to create your own plumbing business, okay? That you have the freedom to be able to hire. You have cities like St. Louis that can't grow. You can start a residential service plumbing company, but you can't scale it. You can't grow it because you have to have a master plumber in the house at the same time that an apprentice is in the house. It's totally regulated and totally controlled, not for the purpose of protecting. That's the when they come at you, do you want people to die? That's always, that's the fear factor that's always thrown in there. There aren't people dying from people, on the whole of bad plumbing happening, okay? That's just the fear that's put into you to keep you to stay in line over here so that they can control you and get your money, okay? Period, all right? So that I want you to be able to be free, to be in a position that you can hire someone in and train them, okay? That you can hire multiple people, that you don't have to have multiple master plumbers, okay, within the house at the same time with the apprentice plumber, okay? That allows you to be able to scale and grow.
Yeah, because then pretty soon they'll say you need a master, 2 masters for every apprentice, or a master or a journeyman. I mean, so if they can start dictating that, they can dictate anything. They can say whatever. So, another Cisneros Carlos is saying professionalism is a true sign of character. Exactly right. This is a time, regardless of which side you come down on this issue, and this heated debate, certainly, this is a time for the plumbing industry itself, the professionals, to shine. It truly is. Right. To be set apart and stand out above the hacks. There's always going to be hacks. There's always going to be handyman. And that's just not in the plumbing industry. It's in every industry. Right? I mean... think about, we wouldn't, with the licensing thing or where it's being licensed by the government or controlled by the big entity like that, an example like we wouldn't have had an Abraham Lincoln, if Abraham Lincoln had to be part of the come up through the law school, okay, and the bar, which is the legal organization, which is found a way to control that environment, okay, and then also, make money off of it, okay. We wouldn't have had an Abraham Lincoln. It wouldn't have happened. Our nation wouldn't have had that. Okay, so plumbing and it's not quite the same, but the idea of the control and stuff is the same. Okay, all right. Let the market determine. Okay, exactly.
It's up for us to be professional. Let the market determine. The market's always going to look for Mrs. Jones. Okay, Mrs. Jones.
Mrs. Jones, who's a residential customer.
Which I guess that's another thing I clarify. I'm talking about residential service here. Okay, they want to control it. On the building side and the commercial side. You starting out in a truck you'll never be able to grow that. You'll never be able to scale that. Okay.
Not unless you get some really deep pockets.
Yeah, deep pockets and the ability to pay people off. Okay, it ain't going to happen. Okay. But I'm talking about on the residential service side with Mrs. Jones, and that's and you're in her house. Okay. She is going to want, a professional plumber, okay? She's going to want to have you behave professionally, treat her professionally, do the work professionally, okay? That's where you can shine, okay? So I guess that's my bottom line in all this. Yeah. I hear, and that's what, we talked, about should we even mention anything on this or, say anything, but it's really, it's the emotion. I see guys getting caught up in the emotion of all this. Don't get caught up in the hype and the emotion. Right. There's still plumbing is going to go on. There's still licensing. There's still going to be great work done. Okay. In fact, in Texas, it's going to open things up to allow opportunity for small companies, to be able to hire, okay, and be able to train people, to train them to be professional plumbers. Right. Okay. It's going to allow them. In fact, that's the whole thing. That's why I used the Abraham Lincoln example. He got on with a master with an apprentice type program. He got on with a master lawyer who trained him as an apprentice. That's where all this comes from. Okay, so it allows young guys and gals to get on with a company, with a master plumbing company, with a master plumber, and be trained. Okay, so it's going to create opportunity that way. And it's
Train them to be a pro.
Right, and then we teach them how to be pros. Okay, so you just need to be able to perform like a pro. You perform like a pro, everything's going to be fine.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, and have a company that performs like a pro.
Yep.
Right. We got a number of them out there that's watching right now. So, taking care of your techs and getting all the different certifications and training that you can get them to have a professional team.
So, and that's the bottom line. We can go on and on about this.
It certainly is a heated debate. So, again, whichever side of the aisle you fall on, the main thing is this is a great time for the plumbing industry to shine as professionals.
Right.
To be the pros.
Got more freedom, able to grow. All right.
Yep.
I would love to see our industry step up and be more active. Okay.
Right. And not the government.
Not the government. Okay. To take a bigger presence, and then for us that are involved, behave like a pro.
Always.
You serve like a pro. Serve your customer like a professional. It will stand out. Okay.
Right.
9 times out of 10.
And you guys know that. You know, I mean, you've seen. You know what the hacks are like, the handyman, whatever.
Right.
You know how they serve their customer. Stand out. Be different, and the market will take care of it.
Exactly. So there you have it.
Okay.
All right.
Texas.
Let freedom ring. Okay. All right. All right.
We love our friends in Texas.
All right.
It'll be interesting to watch.
So I think it's about time to flush this episode
I think
of
it
Potty
is.
Talk
I think
Live.
that it was
okay?
good.
All right.
Yeah. And wrap it up. Right? Wrap
Yep.
it up. You want to wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up. Okay.
Yeah.
So good. Good conversation. I know you guys more one way or whatever. Hey, I love the plumbing industry. It's been very good to me. It'll be very good to you. All right. Just plumb like a champion.
Always
plumb like a champion. Okay.
do it.
Also remind you that you were purposely and wonderfully created, and you were created to do great things.
Yes, you were.
So plumb like a champion, right?
Have
Next
a great
time.
day, everybody.
Thank you for tuning into Potty Talk Live with Richard Behney, the $1 Million Plumber. If you enjoyed this show, share it now. To catch past episodes and get alerts for new episodes, type 5 in the comment section now.
Just do it.
And join us again for more tips, techniques, and strategies to help you grow your plumbing business.